Section 1.3.3. The great and terrible day of the Lord is a welcome, joyful event for some, and a terrifying event for those in judgment. A reading from the book of Psalms, number 24. The earth and everything in it, the world and all its inhabitants, belong to the Lord. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good rotation of the earth. May the peace of the Holy Spirit be with you. Welcome to the World Crown section 1.3.3, titled, What is the Judgment of God? Religious people, in tune with the World Crown, especially Catholics and Muslims, who have services 7 days a week and several times a day in their busiest sectors, will have their eyes opened. Some people think a religious service once a week is sufficient, and maybe a Bible study during the week, even to accomplish that in one's life, is admirable. The point is that without wanting, we see the importance of daily services, especially when a judgment of God has been made public. The daily religious service is a reminder that our Holy Spirit does not rest, not even on Sabbath, especially when its children live in a world made less than perfect by their own hands and their own decisions. Welcome to section 1.3.3. What is the judgment of God? The judgment of God in its public presentation is a tradition, and honoring it is a tradition. Blessed is our Holy Spirit, who is true to its promises, even if those promises are not taught to us. Even if we never read holy books, we will benefit from the reason and the justice of our Holy Spirit. Divine justice is the primary reason that a government of God exists on earth. A free world must be perfect in its behavior and laws in order for God's justice not to descend down upon the earth. Since our free world is not perfect in its behavior and laws, God's judgment is always upon us. Making sure the law is moral and decent is another reason that the government of God exists. Even if the law is perfect, people still break the law. Such are the perils of living in freedom. Such is the necessity for the judgment of God. The judgment of God is extraordinary justice in ordinary time. The judgment of God is non-sensational daily justice, which if we are not told about it, we will not know of it. Many people throughout history have lived good long lives and died without knowing that God was judging the world their entire lifetime. The judgment of God is the steady, daily, limited protection of our Holy Spirit. Our protection is limited because we need to learn how to live, so we don't need protection. And so aging and natural death are our greatest concerns. The judgment of God is the steady, reliable intervention of our Holy Spirit so we can continue to progress. Interventions of God are stable, reliable, and reoccurring events. We have them all the time. They can be found in our history books. Every positive new beginning in our world, since organized government began on earth, is the result of a judgment of God. Throughout our history, leadership has collapsed and reset in towns, settlements, villages, states, provinces, republics, kingdoms, monarchies, empires, and now dictatorships and democracies. Until we learn how to behave and to better govern ourselves, we will continue suffering. Right governance and right behavior is the purpose of our existence, living between heaven and earth. And the judgment of God reminds us of that. The judgment of God is a teacher that teaches us how to become more like our Holy Spirit, like it was intended. Our souls must suffer their own mistakes. Humans cause the majority of their own suffering. The goal is to stop conspiring against yourselves and against each other. The judgment of God is the promise of the Holy Spirit given to all of us in heaven, and we agree to it that when our existence on earth is placed in danger by the corruption that can happen in the human condition, the Holy Spirit will give us perfect justice in the event we beat ourselves with our own human conspiracies.